This story is called Last Moments. It was probably the second story that I've written since I started, and it goes: laying in the mud half soaked with the enemies, my fallen comrades, and my own blood, and rain, heavy, unrelenting rain. I stare at the Korean that had almost taken my soiled, bloodied, and God-forsaken life. He now has 3 new orifices in his chest and torso. My blade extended my life about 20 minutes longer. Before I had punctured the man's body with my blade that holds more than 100 lives, he had shot me in the stomach. I have not long at all to live. But right now, no one can save me. Not a live comrade in sight. Not even a man in sight. As I put pressure on my bullet wound, I begin to think, when was the last time I had written to my family, my wife, father, mother, my brother, or my 2 beautiful children? A boy that would be 8 years old right now, and a girl that would be 5. My boy is a ray of sunlight. I remember playing catch with him before I got deployed. I remember the day that he said he wanted to be like me when he got older. He told me he wanted to be strong and tall. Those words meant everything to me. A tiny voice, but a large heart. Now my daughter. I remember playing dolls with her, only to see her laugh, smile, and show off her very amazing and creative imagination. I remember the nights I used to read her stories until she fell asleep when the monsters under her bed were making noises. I remember her first day of preschool, letting the joy and love of my life run away from me, but to play, explore, and ponder the amazing things the world has to offer. My wife, the love of my life that brought my 2 other loves of my life into the world. I remember her eyes most of all. When we were young, we would lay on the hood of my car at midnight and stare into the galaxy and look at the stars hand in hand. The refreshing smell of the surrounding pine trees. When we weren't stargazing, I would look at the gems, the hazel gems that everyone else called her eyes. They were more than eyes to me. They were a treasure. I remember her long, dark, flowy hair and a smile that could replace the sun for a whole day. Her dimples, when she smiled, gave me chills every time I saw them. Her lips, every time I kissed them, was like the first. Her body was the most comforting thing in the world when I needed it the most. Her cooking was the best. Coming home from a long day's work and smelling a hot, home-cooked meal waiting for me, along with the most amazing people in the world, in my life. Wait, I hear someone calling my name. My vision is quite foggy, but I can make out that he is trying to help me. He has a bag. It looks like a medic. Will he be able to save me? Do I want to be saved? I have nothing to live for. 3 weeks ago, I got a letter saying my wife and children were killed in a car wreck. The letter said that the other driver was under the influence of alcohol and marijuana. The killer of my wife and children was unharmed. The worst punishment the law was giving him was 10 years in prison. If I could, that lowlife would be battered, bloody, and eternally sleeping right now. Without the loves of my life, I am nothing. I don't have the energy to tell the medic to stop, so I raised my hand to his chest. At that moment, there was a pink mist. It splattered directly in my face. The medic had vanished. I looked to the left, and there he is, a big gaping hole in his forehead. He lies next to the stabbed Korean. I look ahead again, and there is a barrel to the bridge of my nose. I look past it and see a bloody, angry man looking at me. He has no good intentions. Satan has possessed this man. His eyes are fiery red, and he is about to take my soul to his playground, a place no man wants to go. But with the life that I've lived, how could I expect to meet with my family in heaven? Bang. And that is my fucking story. Love you all. Stay gorgeous.